Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is week 9. We are at Sebring International Raceway with a GT3 Challenge fixed series in iRacing. This is only my second GT3 race and it's my first race in the dark night. Thanks to all who watched my first GT3 video. I have to admit, I'm always a bit nervous when it comes to GT3 races. I have not too much experience. I consider myself being an intermediate driver, mainly used to rookie series, and everything is faster with GT3s and there's less room for mistakes and there are many more drivers than in the rookie races. Anyway, I will try to do whatever I can to have as much fun as possible and to make it fun for you. We will see if it turns out to be a success or a lesson. So let's get started right after the intro. Okay, here we go, race 1. So this is the last turn before the lights. So here we go. Just keep the pace. I try to keep as much distance from the other drivers as possible. But oh no! Completely untouched. Maybe with a slight dip on the brake, I lose the car already in turn 1. Strangely, even from that soft hit on the back, my steering got messed up. And with that, I hit that poor fellow. And now even more damage on my car. By the way, if you have any idea why my steering got messed up when I just hit the wall with the back of my car, please leave a comment. What you try to do in such a situation is you try to make it around the track one more time to get into the pits. But as you can see, already the sparks are flying. But let's see what the next turn brings. And I couldn't even turn here. So back to the pits. So what you cannot see here is there's 2 minutes of towing back into the pits involved. 2 minutes of waiting time and 6.5 more minutes for the repairs. And so with that I decided to disconnect this race and try my luck in the next one. Okay, another race, another chance. So this is actually 1 day later and I can tell you I was not worried about the start. I'm starting from P9 here. I was just worried about surviving turn 1. Let's see how that goes. Here we go. So far so good. I lost 2 positions I think, because I was overly cautious here. But anyway, I just wanted to survive. Too much traffic, too much pressure, and too cold tires. I was losing a few positions here, which was okay, but then you see the green Porsche braking way too early, causing me to brake too and losing my rear bumper again. Luckily this time I was not called into the pits for repairs, so my race could just go on. Again, losing another position here, showing me how I suck at this GT3 racing, and now I'm on position 16 of 18 drivers still in the race. I made it to lap 3 without any changes, but then you see that Porsche from behind sort of dive bombed me into losing another position. At the end of lap 3 you can see the Ferrari, which overtook me in lap 1, got that bad karma. Also the green Porsche is going into the pits, and that gives me position 15. Now at the end of lap 4 I'm almost losing it, as you can see here. Losing one position and getting back on track directly before the last driver on the field. Honestly, I was a bit surprised that he for some reason did not overtake me here. Now at the end of lap 7 I managed to put in some more consistent laps here. Yeah, even the times were okay, so my best I think was a 2:03 and the gap to the driver behind me increased to over 3 seconds. Jumping now to lap 10 of the race, which is the last lap, I managed to increase the gap to the driver behind me to about nearly 20 seconds. So I assume he made several mistakes, because I'm not that fast, to be honest. Meanwhile, there were some drivers in front of me, not too far away, so I had some hopes that they would make a mistake. Let's see if that happens. So while hoping for other drivers' mistakes, I lost focus obviously and made a mistake myself. Next time, I hope I'm a bit smarter than that. I just felt lucky that the gap to the driver behind me was so big that my position was not in danger, and so driving the last turn of the race, I was just happy that this race was over and I made it to the finish line somehow. With fireworks trying to cheer me up, however failing to do so. Nevertheless, I thought I had found a little bit of consistency, so I decided to give it another go and do a third race. Okay, third time's a charm, so let's give it a try. Actually, cannot get worse. I'm starting from P7 now and feeling a little bit of confidence regarding my consistency. Here we go. Turn 1 went great. So I saw this driver losing it, but he was on the grass, so no danger for me. The driver to the right was on the outside, so I could have the inside and managed to overtake him. So far, so good. Another driver on the grass, another position for me. Actually, I couldn't believe I was now in position 4. Luckily, that last driver that was on the grass rejoined the track just in front of the other cars, holding them up, leaving me some space behind. So now all I had to do is put in the lap times and drive consistently. But that is easier said than done. As you can see, already the other drivers were gaining on me, so the pressure increased. As you can see, the pressure increased from the driver behind to a point where he was able to overtake me, but that he could overtake me so easily, I was a bit shocked by that. I did not recognize any significant mistake from my side. So yeah, respect to the other driver. I really have a lot to learn. And now Jesse Nagy the second was putting the pressure on me. However, at this point in time I was quite relaxed, because even though the iRating, the strength of field is really low here, I feel the quality of racing is quite good, at least a lot better than in the rookie races. So I was expecting to lose some positions, but not to crash or be crashed. However, you see that exactly was what happened here, and you guys, please tell me in the comments if my slowdown here was significant or I did any mistake here. What did I do wrong here? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not the fastest driver, but he could have overtaken me any other point in the race. So I was devastated at this point in time. Anyway, this time I jumped to the pits and decided to wait 8 minutes for towing and repairs, then finish the race on position 18, I think. As you can see, I lost lots of safety rating and even more iRating, so I think I have to go back to the rookies for some time. Practice GT3 meanwhile. Looking forward to the new season. There are several new features, or new tire physics at least, that I'm looking forward to, and maybe I improve with GT3s in the next season of iRacing. Well, to finish on a positive note, at least I managed to get my minimum participation requirement, so I will be promoted to license A if I manage to get a safety rating of 3.0. So thank you for watching and sticking with me on that video here. So have fun and see you next time.